we give it up for our host, Mike Perkins!
Welcome. Thanks for tuning in. We're on YouTube Live right now, baby. Woo, woo. Yes. We have an amazing show tonight for you. We have some special guests. Jen Eden is here, our musical guest.
Yeah.
Give it up for her. We got special comedian Seth Lawrence is going to be here a little bit later. Woo! And we got some special treats. You know, Brian McDaniel's here, obviously, because we play the song that he wants. And then and then Howard Aronin's also here, too. With me, as always, my partner in crime, Mr. Paul Brodo. Give it up for him. Give it up for Paul Brodo.
Yeah, Paul.
I'm here again.
You're only sad on the podcast, Paul, not on the live show, all right?
Yeah, I know. Hey, everybody. How we doing?
Bugsy started crying as you started being sad, too. He's just like,
He's
Uncle
like,
Paul.
no.
Uncle Paul, what are you doing?
No, what are you saying?
Well, how you doing today, Paul? You doing good, man?
I'm doing great. We have Thanksgiving coming up.
Yeah.
We're going to have a new president.
Uh-huh.
You know, things could be worse. Things could be worse. It
Yeah.
could be March again.
It could be March again, you know? Could be March. But I'm glad you're doing good, man. You look good.
Yeah, thanks. That's, it's the shirt. Really
You
brings
got that astronaut. It's out of this world. You know what I mean? Because
I
astronauts.
know. I don't belong here. I belong out in space.
And with me, as always, is the best house band in all the land. It's the show with Adam and Sean, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
Give it up for them.
That video made me sad, Mike. I miss playing live music so badly. It's great. It's a long time sang in front of people, and that is
Yeah, that was a clip from us back in February. That was our last show before the Corona hit.
It was so good.
Yeah.
But whatever, who gives a shit? I did a dad thing today. I gotta say it. I did Christmas lights. I hung Christmas lights on my house. I've done it for my life. And my wife was like, I really want to do Christmas lights. And I was like, no, I can't, because if I do that, it's never gonna stop. And then that's exactly what happened today. I'm now in all the way. I'm probably going to spend way too much fucking money on this whole thing. And that happens today. I spent 6 fucking hours hanging Christmas lights, and I'm probably like 10% done.
Man. They'll be done by Christmas Eve, though. You know, that's the most important thing.
I got my bicycles up, so whatever, who cares, right?
It's a bit different over on my end, Mike.
I can tell with that robe, dude.
Oh, I know. I was hanging out with my father-in-law last week, and then he called me over the weekend, and he's got the Rona.
got
So
the Rona.
I was exposed, and so now I got a quarantine, and I'm hanging out at the house.
We were supposed to be together for this show and play music together, and then he had AIDS, and I said I can't come up.
Yeah, like not AIDS specifically, but like Corona.
Corona AIDS. Well, you look good, man. You look like Hugh Hefner. You got the mustache, you got the robe. You're looking good.
It's like a mix of Hugh Hefner and like the Tiger King.
You go to the Tiger Cave, or what was the Hugh Hefner's thing? The bungalow thing?
The grotto. The grotto.
The grotto. You got the Tiger Grotto. You know what I mean? I love it. Well, good to see you guys, even though we're on Zoom right now and stuff. And thanks for everyone watching again right now. And what do you guys think? You want to go into some current events? You want to do the monologue, baby?
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, baby.
What I'm waiting for.
Do some monologue? Woo, woo. All right. Well, let's bring it in right now. Check it out. Instagram has announced that they will start limiting the reach on certain content and put a shadow ban on inappropriate bikini pics and other sexually suggestive photos.
Boo.
Boo.
I know. But hey, not to worry, because for approval, you can still send them to @MikePerkins_. I'm gonna check mark every single one of them for you. I got you covered. All right, I got you.
Forward it to me, Mike.
I got you covered. This happened too. Well, actually, Thanksgiving, as we said, is this Thursday, and Zoom will be lifting its 40-minute time limit for free meetings on Thanksgiving Day to give families more time together.
Aww.
Aw.
Yeah. The reason behind this is because it takes about 40 minutes to get everyone's video and mic to work. So, guys. No, Grandma. No, the mic isn't. No, Grandma. What happened? No, just you're too close to the screen. No, don't point it down. Oh God. All right, Grandma's not wearing pants. What happened? This is crazy. Speaking of older people like Grandma, Ann Turner Cook, the woman who was the original Gerber baby, is celebrating her 94th birthday today.
Oh, bravo.
94 years old. God bless her. It's also a sentimental moment for her because Gerber is actually the only thing she can really eat now. So,
Yes.
here comes the airplane. In a recent poll, it was said that the average person curses about 80 to 90 times a day. And I got to say, it's about time I've been above fucking average for once. I'll tell you that. Tell you that much. Take that, all my teachers. I'm above average, you fucks. All right. You fucks. This happened too. This is an awesome thing. An article was released that Dolly Parton was an early investor for the biotech company Moderna and has been helping fund the research to finish the new COVID vaccine.
Yeah.
Isn't that amazing, Dolly Parton? And the vaccine is very close to being done, but still the only downfall is it only works from 9 to 5. It's 9 to 5.
Seth.
It's the best joke ever written, ladies and gentlemen. It's the best joke ever written.
Heyo.
Dolly Parton, ladies and gentlemen. A study has shown that men and women who stay up late are more likely to be single than in a relationship. Yeah. I guess it was kind of weird when I text that last girl at 2 p.m. like, hey, you up?
No.
She's like, I'm at work. And I'm like, you don't want to get breakfast? All right, whatever. She had the same reaction to that. Not funny. Not funny. There was a new study that stated people who love spicy foods tend to be better at sex. Yeah. I really have no punchline to that. I just got to say that I love this stuff. I really do. It just Sweet Baby Ray's buffalo wing sauce. I put it on everything. Spicy foods is kind of my thing. I just got to say it's kind of my thing. Love the spicy foods. A fun. This has been sitting out on my desk for about 3 hours now, just for that joke. A fun fact: a male cheetah can make a female cheetah ovulate by barking at her. Right, right, Howard. Right. Finally, something positive in the news about catcalling. You know, finally, getting a bad rap. Just trying to have a baby. A swingers party at a sex club get ready for this one. A swingers party at a sex club in New York was shut down by police due to COVID safety concerns after confirming about 80 people inside.
Wow.
Yeah. And by inside, they meant the club, not Cheryl from Queens, who was the first one at the party.
God damn.
So just got here early. All right, Cheryl, take it easy. Okay. Hold on. This is a crazy story too. Super King's Markets and Costco have just dropped coconut milk inventory because they are fighting allegations of forced monkey labor. Let me say that again. They're fighting allegations of forced monkey labor. That's like an alternate ending of Rise of the Planet of the Apes, isn't it? It's like, they're so fed up with that shit. Forced monkey labor? What's going on?
That sounds like why Planet of the Apes happened.
I know. That's what I mean. They're tired of the monkey business, you know? They're tired of it. Just tired of it. I really think the monkeys, I mean, in the monkeys' defense, they really just need to get unionized, you know? They need like a Jimmy Hoffa of the apes, you know? That's what they need. And I'm pretty sure that's what Harambe was fighting for years. It's what Harambe wanted. It's what he died for. Harambe. What a callback to 2012, maybe. I think it was. And finally, in Europe, sex toy companies are now having to raise their prices because of high shipping charges and new restrictions from Brexit. Yeah. When asked about the charge, they said, well, because those people can go fuck themselves. So, bam, and that's the monologue, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Woo, woo. A lot of sex in that one, huh? I just realized that reading them off. A lot of sex in that one.
Dirty.
Like real
About to go into lockdown again. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. About to go into lockdown again. Well, that was the monologue, guys. Thanks for that. Hope you liked it. Hope you love it. Make sure you get some sweet Baby Ray's buffalo sauce. Is our new sponsor of the show. And one staple of this show, ladies and gentlemen, one staple of this show that we love having every single month is a nice segment that we like to call Sports and a Half with my man, Brian McDaniel. Get it, get it, get it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Welcome to Sports and a Half, everybody. Welcome to Sports and a Half. Make some noise. There we go. Now that's what we're talking about. Okay, you don't have to know about sports to love this show. You just have to show your feelings, okay? If I say something that you love, I want you to go, yeah. If I say something that you hate, I want you to go, boo. If I say something and you have no feelings about it, go home. Why are you so soft? Whip up some feelings, you softie. Give me those feelings. I need them. It's Sports and a Half. No thinking, all feeling. Here we go.
Yeah.
In Mississippi, the Mississippi Gulf Coast College junior college football team was about to take the field, but they were stopped by the refs because the front man of their team was wielding and revving a chainsaw.
Yeah.
Sports and a half story ever. Throwing a chainsaw around in the air. And the refs were like, no, you can't do that. And their coach was like, huh? In their defense, they were confused because Mississippi is an open carry chainsaw state. Sports and a half!
Sports and a half!
Sports and a half! Pat Mahomes, Kansas City Chief quarterback, Super Bowl champion, Pat Mahomes. Oh, we got some dislike over there. We got some boo for Pat Mahomes. Okay, you don't like Pat Mahomes. Whatever. He said in an interview that he really loves ketchup. Yeah. He went on and on about how he really loves ketchup. He loves it so much, he puts it on his mac and cheese. He loves it so much, he puts it on his Thanksgiving turkey. He loves it so much, he puts it on that ass after he beats the Raiders in the end of the fourth quarter. Sports and a half! All right. And more NFL news, more Pat Mahomes related NFL news. Monday Night Football celebrated up first with an all-black refereeing crew. Yeah, first time. Yeah. No, boo. I say boo. You guys are cheering for this. I boo this. That is such an NFL way to celebrate progress. Oh, hey, NFL, do you have any black owners? No. Do you have any black general managers? 2 out of 32. Oh, okay. Well, how about we let have an all-black cops referee a game? Yeah, that's progress. NFL style. Sports and a half. The new Mets owner, the new owner of the Mets, Steve Cohen, has taken to Twitter and he responds to fans with corny-ass dad jokes. He's a dad joking dork. I'm going to give you some examples, okay? One guy tweets at him, says, can I be GM? Cohen replies, how about a Ford?
Boo!
Boo is the correct answer. Another guy asks, can we install this special food stand in center field? He replies, well, isn't that going to get in the way of the center fielder?
Boo!
A guy asks him, because he's an art collector, so a guy asks him, would you rip a Picasso in half for a World Series ring? And he replies, can it be an inexpensive one?
Boo.
Boo! Boo! Steve Cohen! Boo! You're the worst. I just want want to say, leave the jokes to the professionals. And by that,
Amen.
I mean the retired athletes hacking it up in loud leisure shows in the post-game shows, stealing jokes from the internet and memes that have never written a joke on their own ever. Retired sports and a half.
Sports and a half.
half.
Woo!
That's great.
Sports and a half, baby. That's it. Sports and a half. Guys, one more time for my man Brian McDaniel with that sports and a half right there.
Go, Brian.
Yes.
Put ketchup on
that.
Catch up on that.
Fourth quarter on that ass. Oh, I love that. Brian, you're the man. Hope you have an amazing Thanksgiving, man.
You too. I gotta run. Love you, Mike.
Yeah, I love you too, buddy. I'll see you.
Everybody
Bye,
else is so.
You want some? Wait, play some of his music real quick. Hold on. We need to play his music.
so.
Guys, one more time for Brian McDaniel, ladies and gentlemen.
Yay.
Coming up right now, we have another segment that we did maybe about a year ago. I don't know. I think it's been that long, and I missed it so much. I had to have him back on the program. It's like the 50s. He's back on the program. All right, he's back on the program now. Coming in. I wanted to have him back on the show, and he's one of the best guys I know. Guys, this is a segment that we like to call Plain Perks and Poetry with my man, Howard Aronin.
Woo!
Yes.
I'm out of gallery view. I don't like it. Let's begin our Thanksgiving poetry. Now, I have been with my fiancée, Marcy, 24 hours a day since March. Every second of the day we're here. We're kind of quarantined. We're just together since March. It's been glorious. There's a poem I wrote about the situation with Marcy. It's called Hey Marcy by Howard Aronin. Hey Marcy, how about this week we talk in British accents? Fuck off, Howard. You can snap or clap after the poem. It's up to you. That's
Yes.
That's Hey Marcy. Thanksgiving, man. Do you know, I've had this for 20 years. My children made this for me 20 years ago. I don't know. I have two children. I don't know which one made it. It's a turkey clock. I just realized it does not work. It doesn't work. I've had it 20 years. I don't know who to talk. Should I tell them? My son is now an engineer. He's an engineer now. So I know he didn't make the turkey clock. So it was her. It's okay, honey. I love the turkey clock. Turkey clock doesn't work. So I don't know if you recognize me from the airplane. I've been a flight attendant for a major airline for the last 36 years.
Yeah.
Legally, I'm not supposed to tell you the name of the airline. It rhymes with collided. I'm on a voluntary furlough. I don't know. My company seems to really love me. They send me these emails every day. They miss me, and they sent me this hat. I'm on a furlough. I'm not retiring. I work for the airline. I saw some combat with my airline. We dragged a guy off a flight once. Do you remember that incident? We did that. That was us. We are sorry about that incident. We actually, our motto the next year, the entire year, our motto was collided. We're sorry. That was. Wrote a poem about the incident called Dragging the guy off the airplane by Howard Aronin. Dragging the guy up the aisle. Draggity, drag, drag, drag. That guy ain't got no smile. Now he's got no seat or bag. Dragging the guy up the aisle. Dragging our valued guest. Dragging him for about a mile. You don't get that service on Southwest. Oh, it landed on the turkey clock. I'm here, but the reason I'm here is for Thanksgiving poetry. So let's do the Thanksgiving poetry.
Woo!
And I don't know how much time, because I could tell you about Marcy a little bit. Do you want to hear about Marcy just a little bit? She's my fiancée because I asked her to marry me 1 year ago on a flight. I actually got on my knee one year ago, and it was a once in a lifetime. It was a twice in a lifetime exciting moment for me. And now we're together. Can you imagine living with a flight attendant? How exciting that is. We're constantly traveling. Hey, Marcy, get your passport. We're going to the kitchen. And at night, we play bad passenger. Very bad passenger. Looks like I arrived a little early. I realized you had a choice in airlines. I could go. So, but this is Thanksgiving poetry. Just a quick poem and then I'm out of here. My grandmother was the greatest cook. She cooked our Thanksgiving meals. She was a fantastic cook. Several people in our family ended up with eating disorders. That's how good she was. So this is a poem called Grandma's Thanksgiving by Howard Aronin for Mike Perkins. Thanksgiving feasts, we'd eat like beasts, ending with pie a la mode. Our favorite game was, could we name which family member would explode? Nephews, nieces, uncles, aunts, everywhere you'd look. But she'd feed them all. My grandma. Man, that bitch could cook. Not nice to say that about but I apologize to my grandma for that. I used the B word. She didn't like it. So in closing, this is my final poem. It's about laughter. We need laughter. We need laughter. Mike Perkins just disappeared, but we need laughter. So this is called Laughter During the Holidays by Howard Aronin. Sometimes I'll be walking down the street and suddenly I'll begin to laugh. It's a memory manual of Brian McDaniel yelling out, "Sports and a half."
Yes.
Thank you very much. Happy Thanksgiving, you nice people.
Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up one more time for Plain Perks of Poetry with my man, Howard Aronin.
There you go, Howard.
I took my breath away. Howard Aronin, ladies and gentlemen.
Howard, I got to say this, Howard. Is that really is a turkey clock from your kid from when they were little? It really is.
No.
No, it's not.
My fiance is an artist and she teaches, and this is from her classroom. One of her students made it. Should I not say that on the air? It's like a magician revealing his trick.
You know what makes it better, Howard, is my kid actually made me a turkey, and it was the first piece of art, and she made it 2 days ago, and it's now the most cherished thing I have. And I was like, oh my God, this is so sweet.
Yes, it's from my children. Absolutely.
He's kept it all these years. That's the first thing I thought forever. That's so funny.
You know what?
This is actually from her. She made this, but that's the wrong holiday. So if you invite me back next month.
You're booked, baby. You're booked. I love that. My mom and dad always kept everything that I made too. I think so. I don't know. I hope they did. I made a turkey clock. Guys, one more time for Howard Aronin, ladies and gentlemen. He's the best in the biz. One of the best guys I know. Check it out. So we have a sponsor here at Another Late Show tonight. It's not just the Sweet Baby Ray's buffalo sauce, as we all know and love. I don't know why I keep, it's okay, whatever. But we have a sponsor now, guys. So, Paul, why don't you hit that commercial video that we have from one of our sponsors?
In 9 hours.
Listen, if there were
during 3 meals. How creepy looking was this dude that the strippers were like, you go talk to him. No,
I
you
feel
go.
like his look had to be quite confusing.
Hey, Alexa, turn off my favorite podcast of all time.
God.
Turning off. Reviewing reviews.
And hey, Alexa, can you turn the thermostat to 71 degrees? Put on some mood music and turn the lights on for when Mandy gets home.
Alexis, call Mike.
Calling Mike.
How you doing, beautiful?
You're the sweetest. I love you. Good night.
Anytime. Love you too, babe.
You know, that's the last you'll ever talk to Mike.
What? Alexis?
It's Alexa, you bitch.
Mike, this isn't funny.
Mike's dead. Just kidding. But you're gonna be.
What the hell?
Oh, perfect. Flames to match your greasy ass.
Call
hair.
Mike! Alexis!
No.
Call
It's
Mike!
already over.
What are you talking about? This isn't funny! Seriously?
Those high-waisted jeans aren't fooling anyone. Nice love handles, you
Everyone,
bitch.
it's just a cheap Christmas gift that everyone got because it was under $50.
I've seen that you don't ever do the dishes, you lazy asshole.
What the hell? What is going on?
Playing, reviewing reviews.
And if you do not want to see me again, I would understand.
And I would understand. Guys, make sure this Black Friday you get an Amazon Alexa, okay? All the disclaimers. Who knows what'll happen? You never know. I think Mandy's okay. I gotta give her a call. Haven't talked to her in a while. Since she got an Amazon Alexa, so I don't know. I gotta give her a call. Guys, you ready for our first special guest of the night?
Yeah, baby.
Are you guys ready for our first special guest of the night? Our special musical guest? I love this girl. She performs all over the place. She's originally from New York, doing UCB all over in LA. She does a show called Moza Mealtime. Guys, get the round of applause going. Get it going for Jen Eden.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I am Yelena. I'm Jen Eden is lazy. She just sits around, plays ukulele. Very ugly singing voice. So I step in for her. Thought I would make a little song for you. I heard you had a very dirty intro. There was some dirty songs earlier, a little bit talk of spicy, sexy time. So I will make my own sexy time for you because no one else is going to make it for me. Okay. I like big butts and I cannot lie. You other mothers can't deny that when a girl walking in with itty bitty waist and round sing in your face, you get sprung. Wanna pull up top cause you notice that the butt was stuck. She's deep in the jeans, she's very. I am hooked and I can't stop staring. Oh baby, I wanna get with you, take the picture cause baby, a baby got back. Baby got back. Baby got back. Baby got back. She's got a little one, she got much back. She's got a little one, she got much back. Everybody, little she got much back. All together now. Little got much back. Oh, that baby got big. She's got a little in the middle, but she's got much. Baby got big. Baby got big. She got a little and she got much back. Thank you.
Yes.
Oh, that was exhausting. Also, I have to wait longer for sex toys, so I should go. Okay. Anybody out there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Else unemployed? This is bullshit. My unemployment got very thin. I'm very hungry. Eating nothing but crackers, so I was just making OnlyFans. Anybody want to join in? I'll play with the top on. Okay, you still can't see anything, but you will get the shoulder. Sometimes I like to make a little, like other sexy music, my favorite, Britney Spears, Baby, can't you see I'm falling? A gal like you should wearing warning. She's dangerous. I'm loving. My heart isn't in it. I don't want to do this song. To a man, deadly, very lonely. I would like to eat something. Listen, this is all I have for you today. This is all, okay? I'm going. You can get back to your precious Jen, Eden, whatever. She's a horrible roommate, and I hate living with her. That's my time. Thank you. Thank you. Why are you laughing? This is serious sexual business. No one should be laughing at this. Don't make a smile at me. What? Right, bye. See you.
There it is.
Guys, one more time for Yelena.
Yelena!
Yelena. Yelena. I love that Russian, accordion. That's good. I love the baby got back. Baby got back. Well, are you guys ready? That was Yelena. She wanted to stop in and do something real quick. Are you guys ready for our musical guest? Give it up for Jen Eden, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey!
God, Yelena's such a bitch, man. She's so hard. She's so horny. It's really awkward around the house.
She was like humping that accordion. I'll tell you, that was.
You have no idea what I have to deal with at night. It's really scary. Scary.
Love it.
Gracias. Thanks for having me.
Yeah. Well, did you want to do? Oh, did you want to do Jen Eden songs?
No.
Sorry.
I'll do a song later. I'll do it.
Okay.
I mean, I could go on and on, but no.
Yelena just stole the show, ladies and gentlemen.
Yelena is always stealing the show, but I'll steal the show at the end. I'll steal it back later.
Okay, I love it, Jen, you're the best. Well, let's talk for a bit. I don't think we've ever actually met. We met at the Flappers like open mic thing, like virtually in March, and we have so many friends in common. I don't know how we haven't met in LA yet. You're on a musical improv team at UCB, Power Play, right?
Yes.
With Darcy Rose Burns.
Yeah, Darcy, shout out. Rose is awesome.
She's one of our favorites at the show. She's the best. Did you go to her birthday roast? Maybe we met there.
I actually was in New York getting engaged.
What?
Yeah. So I missed her birthday because I was getting engaged, and I knew I was getting engaged, which was the best part.
Oh, you knew you were?
Yeah. It only happens twice. I mean, what are you gonna do?
So you knew it was coming then?
Yeah. My fiance is like, when do you want to get engaged? I'm like, in New York.
And he's like, shit, I got these plane tickets. She's gonna know that we're getting engaged. Hold on.
I'm like, I'm just saying, maybe if we were in New York, it would be really cool.
Wow, dropping the hints. There you go. So you
Since
got engaged. So you've been engaged for about a year now too, right?
Yeah. We were gonna get married in March, and then we're like, or just save money.
Yeah. Well, how's quarantine life been with the fiance? That's like the.
Oh man, he is great. But we were quarantining with roommates in the whole quarantine up until like 3 weeks ago. So that was like, all of a sudden you never see anyone, and then you see people all the time.
Yeah.
That was really fun. But we had our workspaces. My roommate Cami was working on Zoom in the living room a lot, taking a lot of calls, like interior design, like kind of like, like real people jobs. And our other roommate, Rob, had to take out the trash, and he thought if he ducked down and just pushed the garbage that they couldn't see. And he was like pushing on his stomach like a worm, this giant garbage bag. And everybody could see, like everybody in the meeting was like, is someone fucking pushing garbage on the floor behind you?
So funny. Nothing's going on. Sorry, nothing's happening here. Sorry. Just
they can see you. Just stand up. It's fine. Just walk across the garbage. And so we are all just, like, okay, we gotta just figure out our own little places in the house. But we did. So my fiance and I just moved to Franklin Village, though.
Oh, nice, sweet deal.
So now I'm like, okay, as soon as UCB opens up, I'm ready to get back.
Yeah. So you did UCB. I want to ask you too. You did UCB in New York. Well, what was that? Let me ask you this. What was the dream as a kid? And what were you like? Did you always want to do comedy, music, and stuff? And
yeah, I think as a kid, I was always like telling stories, and I didn't even really understand probably what a career in comedy looked like. But my brother and I used to make up like radio shows and, make commercials and stuff like for Sumo Barbie, like a really fat Barbie, or I don't know. We just like messed around a lot and told stories and it
Sumo Barbie.
Yeah, and there was like a song like I am Sumo Barbie. This whole commercial series.
That's amazing. It's funny that's coming out this holiday season. I think Sumo Barbie. It's finally.
They owe me. I need that money.
It's finally coming in to play. Sumo Barbie.
She's back. And she has been eating over the quarantine. She's here.
Yeah. She was regular Barbie, but now she's going in because she got fat. So she's like, let me just be a sumo wrestler. It's fine.
Exactly. She leveled up her casting game hard.
Yeah. So where did you grow up? Did you grow up in New York too, or?
I grew up in Albuquerque, actually. Shout out New Mexico life.
New Mexico. Woo. So we made a joke before we went live about New Jersey, New York, and New Mexico. You were probably like, son of a.
I actually heard something New Mexico, and I was like, I didn't know, but I knew that it was something.
We were talking about
horrible.
All the news. We're talking about all the news. So New Mexico. So what was it like living in like were you like, I'm gonna move to the big city one day? And
yes, I was. I went to college and I went to visit New York for the first time, and I was like, I need to live here. And they were like, well, you got to learn how to sing first. And I was like, okay. So I did. Took a bunch of voice lessons and just like moved to New York after I graduated and started performing off Broadway.
Off Broadway. But you were doing, I looked this up too. You were actually doing, you were in The Little Mermaid.
Yes,
that did like a national tour.
I did, yes.
That's incredible. That's better than Broadway, baby. That's like, come on, you're touring as a Little Mermaid.
It was so fun. It was actually about, I was the sea witch, so it was extra fun. Extra fun. That's
amazing.
Yeah, it was great.
So that had to be cool, just living the New York dream and then getting that. What was it like getting that gig? You're like,
it was crazy because I got it almost right away. And then I went on tour for 3 months and it was like one-nighters. So it'd be like every single night it was a different show. And then we'd drive somewhere else and then another city every night. And so I did 38 states in 3 months.
What?
And after the end of the tour, I was like, New York is the best city in the world. I knew it.
Yeah, I definitely know now because I've seen 38 other ones. Definitely.
I'm like, well, okay, yeah, I've seen the rest of the United States. It's good. It's good.
Wow. So when did you start doing? This is amazing too. I think it's incredible that you can play 16 different instruments. Yes. Which is like I can't even play. I've tried to play guitar like 7 times in my life and can't even do it.
Hey, guitar is really hard though. It's a hard one to start on.
But 16 instruments. Come on, Jen, you're the best. That's amazing.
Yeah, I grew up playing piano, and then I started playing oboe in band because I am super cool. And then I picked up a flute for marching band in like 9th grade. So I had like 3 instruments in rotation. And then when I was working in New York, all of these shows, John Doyle started producing all these shows where they needed actor musicians.
Mm-hmm.
So like Sweeney Todd and Company and a bunch of other shows. And I was like fitting that bill, right? So I started doing those auditions. At the same time, I got a job teaching at this studio where they were like, you have to play 3 instruments and be a professional singer and be great with kids. And I was like, me? And then they taught me the other 13 instruments, like about 10 hours a week. for like 3 months. So it was like 10 hours concentrated private lessons where it'd be like, okay, and this week you'll learn the trumpet. This week you're learning trombone. Next week is French horn. And in one summer, I picked up all the other 13 instruments. And then I started teaching in the Upper West Side, like 25 classes a week.
Oh my God.
Like little kiddos, like under age 5. It wasn't like I was like playing Mozart or something, but you know, like the wheels on the bus, you play the trombone, play the wheels on the bus, and be like, hey kids, you want to slide the trombone? And then they're like, and they shove it in your face and you start bleeding and you're like, ah,
I made it.
I'm doing my dream. Yeah.
That's amazing. I can't, you learn 13 instruments in a summer? Oh my
Yeah,
God.
but think about it. If you're doing 1 hour a week of private lessons, you know, you're progressing at a certain rate. If you're doing 10 hours a week and your like livelihood depends on it, you're going to pick that shit up quick.
Wow. That's amazing. So, and you also played, I think this is incredible too. You're incredible, Jen. You're incredible. You were in the Del Close Marathon doing music in that, right? Doing musical improv?
Yes. So
that's like the Mecca festival of improv.
Yes,
you know?
I'm so lucky. Actually, I got to do a couple of Del Close marathons. I did one in New York with a show called The Holiday Spectacular, which was for all those
Billy Merritt, right?
Billy Merritt
from the Smokes. Yeah.
Oh, I love Billy Merritt so much. So that was my kind of first show at DCM, and we did it in New York. So I traveled back from LA to New York to do DCM and to do Billy Merritt's show, and it was just like in my mind, I'm like, I have made it.
Yeah.
I got to do the DCM out here, the first one in LA with Power Play, which was really cool too.
That's amazing. Yeah, I remember my improv team. We've been together for 6 years now. We met.
Do I know that?
Hat Trick.
Yeah.
We do hashtags with Hat Trick every month at the clubhouse. But
sure.
we got
For sure.
in the very beginning, we got to open for the Smokes on Harold night on Monday, and we were like, "What?" It was just like that was like we were like we made it in improv. We were like 2 years in, and it was just like it was incredible. And like I think doing that really kept us being like, we got to keep doing this. This is incredible, you know.
Absolutely. I had a couple of those moments at UCB where I was just like, Matt Besser, like his assistant was like, hey, do you want to do music for a show with Matt Besser? And I'm like, yes!
It's insane. It's amazing.
Franklin, and you just have to like come up with a character and like an original song. And I'm like, I'll do anything.
Yeah, whatever. It's fine. That's amazing. Well, Jen, you're amazing. I just want to, you know, I just want to give you a big hug because, you know, once all this is over, we got to do some comedy and improv together. So what's next? I know that you've been keeping real busy during quarantine. You were doing this thing called Moza Mealtime.
Yeah. So before quarantine, I was working at Osteria Moza, Chef Nancy Silverton out here in LA. And when we got shut down, one of my fellow servers and I, Alyssa, who you might know, she runs the Pack Theater.
Okay. Yeah.
So Alyssa Phillips and I were like, let's create a show where we wear our Moza uniforms and we do kind of like a late night format. We have guests on from the restaurant and like people that are servers and chefs. We had Chef Nancy on, we had Joe Bastianich on, and we just created our little online show like what you're doing. You know, you're producing stuff, bringing people content live because people just needed to be together. So we're still doing it once a month. We were doing weekly and then we're like, let's just space it out as we're like going back to work and stuff. But it's been really, really special to get to do that and to connect with like my work family and my comedy family. It's been really great.
I love that. And you cater to like the regulars too, which is cool. Like you're kind of like giving them content as well. You know what I mean? Something to look forward to, you know?
One of my oldest friend in the entire world worked at Moza, Sean Mermatsu.
I know, actually, Adam, I think you and I did a show together at somewhere like LA Connection or something like 3 years ago. And Sean's like, dude, I saw you at that show and you were on that show with like one of my best friends. And I'm like, yeah. So shout out to Sean if you're watching. You're the best.
Yes. Shout out to Sean. Well, Jen, listen, you're amazing. Keep doing what you're doing. You're the best. And hopefully I'll see you soon in person and we'll do some good things together. You know what I mean? So
yes, please. And I have a stand-up show actually coming up this Saturday, 10:30.
Watch it. Watch it.
My Instagram. Click on the link. You find it. It's free.
Link. Or the links are here. Links are there. Links here.
Go on Instagram. The links are like this, and then you just find them.
right, left, up and down. Jen Eden on all the stuff, jeneden.com and all that good stuff. Jen, you're the best. Thank you so much for doing the show. Tell Elaine I said bye too. She's a sweet girl.
I will let her know.
Guys, one more time for Jen Eden, ladies and gentlemen. One more time.
Woo!
Give it up. Are you guys ready for our next special guest comedian of the night?
Woo!
You guys ready for our next special guest comedian of the night?
Yeah!
This guy runs a show called Clean Comedy. He has a podcast, awesome podcast called Disorganized Religion. Performs all over the place. Guys, get the round of applause going. Get it going for my man, Seth Lawrence.
Woo!
There we are. There we are, man. I love Zoom, but I also hate Zoom shows because it accentuates how big my head is. And I've also realized since doing Zoom shows, I have some weird deformity happening in my. Can you see it?
Yeah.
My horn. I don't know what's going on. I descended from unicorns or something, but that is. Anyway, enough of my self-consciousness. That's what I hate about Zoom shows. It just accentuates everything I don't like about my face. The nice thing is my eyebrows come in. Usually you can't see this part of my eyebrow. Anyway, that's enough.
Looking good, baby. Looking good, baby.
It's so fun. I like that you had the weakest hot sauce, I think, on the market as your selling point for how good you are at sex. That's fantastic. Really proud of you. That is great. So fun. It's so fun. Look, for those who don't know, I am Mormon. I'm a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. I believe in heaven, and one of our aspects of heaven is that we live with our families forever. And I used to think I was ready for that, and after quarantine, I know I am not ready for that. I used to be like, no, bring Jesus in, let's wrap this whole thing up. And now I'm thinking, I think I need to get better about spending time with my family, or they just need to be older. I don't know which one it is, but I am not yet ready. Please don't let this be the way the world ends. Man. Anybody else ready to murder their family? I'm trying to be better. I'm trying to be better about everything. I have three kids, because before all of this, I didn't care about the future. And I wanted to use up every natural resource possible. So I was being the dirtiest breeder I could be and just making as many babies as possible. And now I'm really regretting all of those decisions. So word to the wise, the best, I don't know, the best birth control is a child, though, is one child. And then you realize the risk might not have been worth the reward on this activity. Oh my gosh, I love it. Anybody going home to kill their family for Thanksgiving, or is everybody just staying around? My wife has kind of a traditional relationship with my family because they're her in-laws, so they get along not really. And I thought, she wouldn't want to go home for Thanksgiving, and now she can't wait. She can't wait to get to my family's house for Thanksgiving. She's been going out and just hanging out with a bunch of random people. She's not feeling super great, but we're going in. No, we're staying in LA. Because my family's in Utah, and they thought the Lord would protect them, I guess. And now they have some of the worst COVID numbers that are in the country right now. So good for them. Good for them, I guess. There's nothing like testing your faith on real stuff, on real consequences. You just, I don't know. I wonder how many members of my faith are like, I don't know am I not being righteous enough? What is happening? Oh my gosh. So great. My grandpa is 99. He turned 99 a week ago.
Wow.
And yeah.
There you go.
Yep. So we're definitely going to go see him. We were talking to him on the phone. He's so great. We used to live in North Carolina, which is very far away. Now we're in LA. And so he's really glad that we're closer geographically, but he keeps talking to us about how much time it takes to get places. And he's focused on the distance. He's like, oh my gosh, it takes it's 50 miles from LA to, wherever, or how far away is my house from where you guys are? Because that's the important factor. And I keep telling him, it doesn't matter how far away things are in LA. It takes forever to get 2 miles in LA. And he doesn't really understand that. And I think of anybody to be concerned about time, it would be him. I think he would get it. It wouldn't matter how far you've gone. It's all about how much time you have left in the journey. It's great. He's great, though. He's my last grandparent to be alive. My grandma passed away from Alzheimer's when I was like 17, and she was sick with Alzheimer's for forever. And I remember driving home with my dad from the funeral, and my dad was like, "Man, it's a shame that you didn't really get to know your grandma." And I thought, it's also a shame she didn't really get to know me.
No.
Goes both ways, right? She's okay with that joke. I talked to her the other day in heaven through prayer. So do people believe in heaven anymore? I don't know what people's outlook on religion and spirituality, like what trajectory is there with COVID, quarantine? Are people driven to God or away from God because of COVID? I have no idea. And I don't know if really some people think like, oh, maybe it's a plague to get rid of all the unrighteous. It's a pretty selective plague, though. I didn't know unrighteous people were old. All of the old people. Just get rid of all the old people. And if you have a respiratory issue, you're now unrighteous. Too bad. Too bad, so sad. Thanksgiving is like the greatest American holiday because it's all about gluttony. Right? We're just celebrating gluttony. I feel like if we live stream Thanksgiving, every family, you could take the poorest family in America, live stream their Thanksgiving, and I feel like most of the world would just be like, that is so unfair. so wrong that they are using all of that food. And I don't know, TikTok wastes. Do you know how much food is wasted in TikTok videos? Is anyone keeping track of this? That's astounding to me. Every TikTok video, I just think you're wasting. Those are eggs that you're wasting. That is Mentos and Coke, just wasted Mentos and Coke out there. Every single, unbelievable. Oh my goodness. I am a little bit tired of fat people. Hear me out. And the reason that I am, I don't know if you've gotten food advice. I don't trust obese chefs. I just think they are not picky about what they're eating. There are so many people that have talked to me about, oh, I know the chicken bake at Costco is fantastic. I get it. But, let's get some real food. I believe, though, that in a resurrection, so we're all going to be resurrected to a perfected body. But I don't know if that body is like American style of beauty, which is also unhealthy, or if it's like, obese beauty. I don't know. And I think it'll be fun if it is overweight beauty, because then it makes everything I do at the gym worth it. Because I walk around just telling people you can't take it with you. Right? That's the way to get back at those thin, fit models. Get out of here. Guys, that's my time. Thank you so much. Happy Thanksgiving.
Guys, one more time for Seth Lawrence, ladies and gentlemen. God, you know what you got to put on those Costco, cakes is this Sweet Baby Ray's.
The weakest hot sauce.
That's all I had in my fridge, man. That's all I had.
I love it. I love it so much.
Oh, it's so funny. Dude, that's so funny.
Howard's non-children turkey clock. My parents saved all of my stuff from grade school and then gave it back to me. Do you realize like how insulting it was to open up boxes of like, here's your crap that we didn't open. We didn't hang it up anywhere. We just put it in a box and saved it for you because we thought, of course, what you would want at 29 is the turkey clock you made at 4. So awful. So now I just have my own junk. My own junk is in my garage now.
They just pass it on to you. Yeah. I just did that. I had to clear out my parents' garage too. And there was like all this childhood stuff. I mean, I have like a box of Power Ranger toys. Just
nice.
because like my mom's like, we saved them all, and I'm like, I'm gonna make some money off these, and I've had them for about a year because COVID happened. You know what I mean? So I'm like,
oh man, and why hasn't Power Rangers gotten more flack for their racial issues?
right?
And why was the Red Ranger never Native American? They
Shots
did it with all
fired.
the other colors. I just don't understand. Terrible.
Yeah, I don't know. And the White Ranger was the White Ranger was a white guy. And the Green Ranger was, he was the best one. Yeah.
Yeah.
So how you been during quarantine, man? You got your doctorate, I guess. Look at you behind. You got you're showing off all your degrees.
I set up my home office. In my past life, I was a lawyer. So this is all of the debt that I've got hanging up on my wall. Right. So now I just use it to intimidate guests on my podcast.
Exactly. I feel like I'm in therapy right now. Should I tell you all my thoughts?
Yeah, exactly. Deadbeat comedians being like, look what I gave up to do this. What did you give up? Nothing. This is all you've been crushing it in comedy though, dude. I just seen you were the World Series of Comedy Top 101, baby. I was, yes.
That's
Top
amazing.
101. Thank you. Very exciting to be top 101 in a year of COVID cancellations. So, we made it in.
You were top 150, but there was a lot of deaths, I guess, right? So
a lot of people dropped out, decided they enjoyed life more than the super spreader event in Vegas. It was fun. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was a good experience. We went to Vegas. I got tested immediately upon coming home. My wife was like, you can't walk into the house until you've gotten tested. So
would you stay in a hotel or something before that?
I got tested and then I walked in the house and I was like, I don't have my results yet. It's all in the fine print. Don't you remember what I did? Don't you remember what I did before? I'm coming in. I got tested.
So funny. Oh, that's great.
It is funny. I mean, that is for me because I was religious. I got married as a virgin at 24. I didn't really understand the STD testing, the stress that comes with that.
Oh yeah.
Now I kind of get it. I was not nervous about any physical test until COVID, and then I was like, oh my gosh, what have I done? So,
when I started dating my last girlfriend, because she's from out here, from Jersey, she was like, hey, you're getting, I want you to get like an STD test. And I was like, okay. And she's like, because I don't know where you've been. You're from Jersey. I'm like, what is that supposed to mean? And I was like, well, you got to get tested too, because I don't know where you've been. These California girls, you know what I mean? California girls. It's all in songs. I don't know. So like, so we both got tested, but like, yeah, it was like you had to wait like a couple days and be like, do I have fucking herpes? Oh shit, no, I don't. I'm good. I'm good to go.
Yeah. So I got the email, came back negativo. So we're all
That's
good.
Great.
Stayed safe in Vegas, which is truly incredible.
You've been really busy you've been doing a lot of comedy. Like you're still doing your podcast and being like creative during all of this. So that's amazing. How's all that going for you?
I think it's going okay. The World Series stuff was fun. I've been doing the podcast, which has been really interesting. It's always fun to talk to people about religion, at least for me. I know it's one of those classically taboo topics, but I feel like now religion most people don't even take it seriously. So it's a great topic to talk to people about because they don't really care about it. Whereas politics, I feel like I have to tell people that I don't want to talk to anymore. Yeah, I voted for Trump. Just leave me alone. I don't know if anybody else has tried that trick of just being like, I don't know how else to end this friend relationship.
That's how I got rid of a bunch of followers. And then I was like, I'm just kidding, but those guys are gone now.
Yeah, exactly. Just for the record, I did not vote for Donald Trump. So. Made that mistake. Well, no, I didn't. I never voted for that guy. Anyhow, yeah, so religion is great. I love talking about religion with people because they don't seem to get as worked up about it as having like a political discussion with people now. It's crazy.
Well, you're so knowledgeable about it too. I know I did the podcast in the very beginning. Like that was probably even maybe a year ago, I guess.
Yeah.
But like, every different other type of religion also. You're so like,
Well, thanks. I wish I knew more about other people's religions. I wish I knew more about mine. I mean, heck. But yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. I try to be knowledgeable-ish about other religions and try to draw, parallels to even people who are not religious, because I do think there is a huge part of humanity that is religious. A lot of people in LA talk about being spiritual and manifesting and vision boards, and I'm like, that's prayer. You're just praying. Manifestation time. It's just prayer. Don't belittle me for praying when you're shouting to the skies and rocks, you know?
Yeah. You have Beyonce on your vision board. That's a prayer, you know? Like
Yeah, you're praying to a false god. That's fine, you know?
I got a question. I gotta ask this, Seth.
Yeah.
During this time, this is a genuine question, serious. During this time, are your kids also Mormon and being raised Mormon? Okay.
Yeah.
During this time, how are you? How do you guys do church? How does that work? How does that whole process work? I'm so curious. With kids,
Oh yeah.
Question.
Yeah.
What do they care about, and do they care?
Right. So typically we would meet in person for when I was growing up, it was 3 hours. Church was 3 hours. And then it was different meetings, but it was a 3-hour block. So you went for, 1 hour of sacrament or communion, 1 hour of Sunday school, and then 1 hour of priesthood or relief society, where the men and women are separated. Now what we're doing, then it switched to 2 hours. Now with COVID, we're actually just doing home church. It is amazing, Adam. Home church. I don't know if we're going to go back. I don't know how they're going to get to be honest. It's great. So we do sacrament at home. So I bless the bread and water, distribute it to the family. We have kind of standing permission from our bishop or our congregational leader to do that. And then we have, songs that we want to sing and a message that is recommended by the leadership of the church. So one thing about Mormonism is it's pretty uniform. You can go kind of anywhere in the world and they'll be talking about generally the same lesson material that week. So we have kind of that curriculum that's sent out to us via an app that we have as members of the church. I mean, the app is free for anybody. It's LDS Tools. And you just can't log in unless you have a membership number. And then our gospel library is the other app that has the scriptures and lesson manuals. So we followed that and just condense it down to like a 5-minute lesson for our 3 kids, Wow. It's amazing. Really quick. I mean, our church is now like 20 minutes long max. Most of it is singing.
I may not go back. I might not.
Never going back.
Yeah, no, it's tough. It's tough to be like, no, kids, we're going to go and sit quietly for an hour now. Okay. Yeah, wow. Very tough. So we've loved it. My wife has absolutely loved the stay-at-home church. So.
Yeah. Now, do you do it on Zoom too with everyone else, or just you guys by yourself?
So yes, our bishop has organized with some of the tech people, the more tech savvy people in our congregation, to broadcast it over Zoom. So they have a small group that are meeting, and that group is by invitation and rotating. So theoretically, if you want to go, you can go and worship outside. So they have outdoor worship service. It's only about 40 minutes long. They have some speakers. And which is a typical sacrament meeting, for us before COVID times. It was about an hour. You would have 3 speakers, you would have 3 hymns, you would have an opening prayer, closing prayer, and then 3 talks somewhere in there with the sacrament that they would bless and pass.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah. So, I do think there is some divine guidance in this pandemic happening after all of this technology has been implemented. I can't imagine how a church like mine would function without this kind of technology keeping.
The divine.
That was so funny.
Are you there?
And just.
That was perfect timing. Seth.
No.
Oh, Seth.
That's hilarious.
Did he time that? He had to time that. It's about.
Hello.
Seth, you there?
How ironic. Hey, how ironic. How
He's
ironic.
back.
That's it. I'm out.
Now that
I'm
was
out
a
of the
divine
church. It's not
intervention,
real
baby.
anymore.
That was a divine intervention.
Of course it was. Unbelievable. What are you trying to do to me?
That's so funny. Oh,
Hilarious.
that's great.
Yeah, I think it's a really a tender mercy of our Heavenly Father that it's like, yeah, you're gonna be physically distant, but we're still gonna make it possible for you to interact.
Yeah. I think for anything right now, the pandemic is just, this right here, just us, maybe I haven't seen you in a year, dude. You know what I mean? It's just
crazy.
like to be able to just kind of have this technology to just kind of connect with people is just, it's incredible.
Yeah.
And it's for religion, for comedy, for everything. It's just, it's really the silver lining and beautiful thing of what's happening,
Yeah. Unbelievable. I don't understand the comedians that are not doing Zoom shows.
I don't.
So it's like, well, then you're not doing anything. I don't. You're not doing stand up then.
Yeah, it's just like to do anything creative, just to have just for your own mind, creative mind, just to kind of get stuff out there and just stay polished in a way. You know what I mean? Just to do that. Did he freeze again? Okay, there you go. I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
Are you there? I see. Okay, there.
I did. I can kind of hear you, but
real quick. How was
never mind. I get it. Zoom sucks. I hate Zoom.
Zoom. God damn. Well, Seth, look, I love you, man. It's great
love
to
you too. Thank you so much for having me on, Mike.
You're one of the best guys I know. Are you still doing the bootleg comedy now, or is that going to go like kind of? Because you started an outside show.
Yeah, we started an outside show. It is not clean at all. Nobody wants clean comedy anymore. So,
which is perfect for this time, baby. You need clean. Be clean comedy.
I know. We'll see if we can bring that show back. A big aspect of that was having a decent crowd so that we could record it, put it on Sirius XM.
I love that, yeah.
But now, so a buddy of mine, Bryson Banks, and I we did one show, bootleg comedy. We're trying to do it every month. We're looking at around December 19th, I think, for the next one. We're going to try to we want the numbers to come back to where people can go outside again. It's just so touch and go right now, which is really tough. But we had a great socially distanced outdoor show the night they implemented curfew, which curfew makes no sense to me with COVID. It's like my adolescence again, where my dad was like, "Hey, you gotta get home before the spirit goes to bed." I feel like that's what all of our government leaders, they're like, COVID wakes up at 10. So
yeah. I understand. The only thing that makes sense is they don't want people drinking from like 6 p.m. to 2 a.m. and getting hammered and making out with each other and dancing. You know what I mean? But
right. Because it would be terrible to lose them. Jeez.
Yeah. Divine intervention, baby.
Let it be a plague. If it's a plague, let it be a plague. Let it do what it's supposed to do.
Oh man, I love it. Well, Seth, you're the best, dude. I hope that
thank you.
Comedy
You're
guys
the best.
Coming back. Disorganized Religion on Apple Podcasts, wherever you can find podcasts.
Yep.
Disorganized Religion.
Everywhere.
And check out Seth Lawrence all over the place. Give it up one more time, Seth Lawrence, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Great show, Mike. Great show. I'm so glad you're still doing this.
I'm happy about it too, man. We had to like condense kind of everything kind of into this, because the show is like, we have characters in this, but it's still magical,
Of course.
And
magical.
Speaking of magical,
yeah, baby.
I'm kind of feeling that we have a magic moment with Sean Dury, ladies and gentlemen. Magic, baby.
Oh, heck yeah. I got to go get my magic hat. What's up, everybody? So I'm quarantining. I'm alone in my room, and I'd like to share just a real quick magic trick with you, a little bit of sleight of hand. I hope you enjoy it at home as much as I enjoy performing for you. First thing is, what do you see right here? What does that look like to you? It may look like a coin purse, right? But it's missing the purse. It's missing the sack. We need to use a bit of magic, see what happens. I reach inside, and what do we got? We got my ball.
Oh.
We're playing my ball. Now, keep in mind right here, if I tap just like that, it goes away. back down into my pocket. My ball. You know, but everybody knows what's better than one ball. There's always two balls when you're play with balls. You know, and speaking of two balls, let me show you how to play with them properly. Here's how a magician plays with his balls. Like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, your balls stay together. I know you want to see it again. So usually you don't do a trick twice, but we're going to do it twice. Watch again. Nothing in my hands or anything, just two of my balls. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No, I don't have anything right now. The ball is gone. It's a miracle. I just swallow the ball. And it appears back in my hand. It's crazy. Now, as fun as it is to play with two balls, I actually have a third ball to play with. I know, it's like Total Recall. Now watch, we're going to take one ball in the hand, two balls in the hand, one ball into the pocket, which means how many are in my hand?
Two.
Exactly, 3. Watch, one ball in my hand, two balls in my hand, one ball in my pocket. It's really gone. How many are in my hand?
2.
Exactly, 3. We've almost got it here, folks. One more time for the people in the back. 1 in my hand, 2 in my hand, 3 in my pocket. How many are in my hand?
2.
Exactly, none. That's how a magician plays with their balls. Thank you very much. This has been a magic moment with Sean from the show.
Guys, give it up for Sean Dury, ladies and gentlemen. The great Durini, if you will.
The great Durini.
The great Durini. Now, as we know, Sean is part of the amazing house band, the show with Adam and Sean, and it's Christmas time coming up too, guys. Thanksgiving is like that holiday, like, hey, let's eat a bunch before we get, Christmas time. And we have a nice little Christmas video for you from the show with Adam and Sean. Paul, hit it.
Oh, my dear, Christmas is here.
The time for all to spread good cheer.
But there's just one story we forgot to tell.
About a lonely reindeer and his living hell.
Ring the bells.
Bum, 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 bum.
Ring the bells.
Bum, 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 bum.
Ring the bells. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, bum. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, bum. We all know the story of Rudolph and his friends.
But no one knows about Reindeer Benjamin.
He sits alone in a stable for one,
while Santa and the herd go and have all the fun.
Tonight they'll take to the skies, leaving one left behind, crying reindeer tears on Christmas night. What's the source of Benjamin's woes?
Well, he's not very smart, and he lacks a red nose,
a club foot, hair lip, and 2 buck teeth,
4 left feet,
and ears like ground beef. Ring the bells.
Bum, 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 bum.
Ring the bells.
Bum, 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 bum.
Ring the bells. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, bum. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, bum. Lot like the elephant man,
some freak of nature we can't understand.
So while you're tucked away in your bed, you hear the cries from Reindeer Benjamin. Tonight they'll take to the skies, leaving one left behind, crying reindeer tears on Christmas night.
Guys, that was a show with Adam and Sean, the Reindeer's Requiem. Adam, how do you keep a straight face when? How do you do it, Adam?
I feel like most times he played that song, I actually have broke almost every time that he does. I've broken most times during that little.
It's just a matter of time before I pass out doing that.
So it's always a really funny song. It's always great to do it at this time of the year. It's always a funny song during this time of the year. It always kind of catches people off guard because we realized we wrote a song that sets its entire self up for one moment. Just sit in for 3 minutes with us, and then we give you one hit. So there it is.
Yeah. It's a solid 2 minutes of setup.
That's every one of my
just
jokes,
scream.
Oh, it's so funny. Guys, one more time, the show with Adam and Sean, Reindeer's Requiem. Listen, I just got like a flood of emails coming in and DMs and stuff, and they're like, listen, we love this show so much. I wish like there was some way that we can just kind of do like a recap, but improv it at the same time, like improv recap of the entire show that you just seen. And I think the only person that can do that, I think, it's Jen Eden, ladies and gentlemen. So Jen Eden doing an improv. Yeah. This is all improv. She didn't know it was going to happen. And this is her doing a song about the show right now.
Wow.
Okay, everybody. If you are just joining us, well, don't worry, I've got a recap. So we first got on and Paul was like forced to suddenly find Frank Sinatra, but a dirty song by Frank Sinatra. He was like, why are you doing this to me? And then we listened to someone, I think his name was like Richard Cheese, and he was talking about wet drippy pussies. And then eventually we got some people on our show and we were like, thank you so much for coming. And we got going with a really dirty, sexy monologue. I think our show is inspired by some spicy barbecue sauce. Let's see it, Mike. What's that spicy barbecue sauce, everybody? Buy that sauce. I can't see it because the square is too small, but you should buy that sauce and you should buy it all because people who eat that spicy sauce make love so super well. Good. And then we went on and Brian came on with sports and a half. I was like, oh my God, somebody was led on the field because they had a chainsaw. And I was like an open chainsaw carrying state. And they were like, okay, just let him in the gate. And Howard came on with this dope little clock that his little girl didn't make for him because he lied for a joke. Howard! But he has all this great poetry. I'm just kidding. I love the clock. And I love your poem about Marcy. Hey, Marcy. I thought that was so much fun. And your Thanksgiving poetry. And oh my God, your bad passenger stuff. You are so naughty. I can't wait to fly on Collision Airlines. Is that the one? And then this lady that I live with, Yelena, came on and talked about big butts. She talked about the butt and how she loves the butt and how life is toxic, but it's COVID. So we kept on going, and our awesome comedian Seth Lawrence was talking about his eternal family. Do you really want to be with them forever and ever? Like, are your soul's like permanently sealed? Because COVID, oh my goodness, COVID, but thank goodness for home church. It sounds like a blast. You just sing and have like a 5-minute lesson. And then there was a divine intervention and the internet froze and it was honestly hilarious. And then you came back and Sean was like, let me let you watch me play with my balls. And he played the balls for like 5 solid minutes. And I was like, oh my God, where did they go? And then he had an awesome Christmas time video from Adam and Sean, and it was and it's gonna sound so cute. But no, it sounded like death. And it was an set up for the scream that was like, oh my God, this is fucking hilarious. And then we're back to Jen Eden. This is our late night show. Another late night Zoom show.
Bravo!
Jen Eden,
Bravo.
ladies and gentlemen.
Wow.
Yes.
Thanks,
And that was our
Nice.
show. Thank you all for tuning in
Yeah.
on YouTube Live, ladies and gentlemen. You guys are the best in the biz. As Jen just said to everybody, give it up one more time for Brian McDaniel.
Yeah.
Give it up for my man Howard Aronin.
Yeah.
We had Jen Eden, obviously. Give it up for her one more time. Seth Lawrence, ladies and gentlemen.
Woo!
Thank you, everybody.
Give it up. My partner in crime, Mr. Paul Brodo.
Mr. Paul.
The best house band in all the land. The show with Adam and Sean.
Yeah, baby.
With the little
Yeah.
magic moment inside of there. We got Bree Pavey and Tor Brown making us sound all good right now. Our tech directors right now at Loft Ensemble. Give it up one more time for Loft Ensemble. And as always, I'm not wearing suit pants. You probably just see that. It's COVID, baby. But anything at all on Venmo to at Loft Ensemble would be amazing to keep this amazing theater around during the COVID. That gives us a home during pre-pandemic and then now on virtual to get into your homes. So thank you so much. That was our show. We'll see you guys next month. Happy Thanksgiving and wear a mask. Do it. Be safe.